I have no idea. All I can tell you is that it's up there. It's one of the greatest performances I've ever seen in all my life.
The greatest playoff performances shooting the basketball as you'll ever see. Skip, and I know Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. But if you tell me, well, Shannon, somebody else is taking Steph Curry, you got Dame Lillard. Okay, I'm not crying. I'm not disappointed. Because this kid can flat out shoot the basketball, Skip.
Well. Welcome back, everybody. And in this video today, we're going to be covering what happened with the Trail Blazers game last night. As you guys can tell by the start of this video, Damian Lillard had a historic performance against the Denver Nuggets last night. Crazy stuff going on. And we'll take a look at the box score. 147-140. The Nuggets beat the Trail Blazers last night. It was very heartbreaking to see what happened to the Blazers that night. As everybody knows, I am a Rip City fan. I'm a diehard Blazers fan. I love the Portland Trail Blazers. I was born in Portland and raised in Portland, so they're very near and dear to my heart. It absolutely broke my heart, though, to see that Lillard did this and virtually got no help in the process. And we'll go over the box score. So Lillard ended up, of course, with the historic 55 points, 10 assists, 6 rebounds. Insane stuff that goes on. He hit some weird, crazy shots that I didn't think he was going to hit. And honestly was going to will this team back to victory. But unfortunately, his teammates did not show up. Covington had 19 points and 11 boards. He honestly didn't play that bad. The thing that killed him the most is that missed dunk that would have put, I believe, that would have given them the lead or at least tied the game again. I don't know what happened to him. But I don't know how you missed that dunk to begin with, to be honest with you. But he missed it, screwed Portland over. Nurkic fouled out. He had 13 points, 11 boards. He was playing good enough defense on Jokic to the point where I feel like if he stayed the rest of the game, we might have pulled away at that one. But still, Jokic was having his way either way. And that's just going to happen when you play the MVP. But not only that, CJ McCollum shot 7 of 22 last night on 51 minutes for 18 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds. But man, that is probably the worst performance I'd seen from CJ. He had that horrible play where he stepped out of bounds. And it was just pretty ridiculous, to be honest with you. Enes Kanter played terrible defense per usual. Lillard basically had no help. And this is my calling out to Rip City, okay? I feel like as an organization, we have to come to a point, whether it be Chris McGowan or somebody higher than Neil, Jody Allen, anybody really, they have to come to some sort of peace of mind to where they have to feel as if this team needs to move on. And I know this series is far from over, okay? I don't think Damian Lillard after this game is just going to be like, you know what, I give up. That's not in him. I say we go to Game 7, and I think Portland's going to take this series. But even if we do, there has to be some sort of change that has to happen. And it starts with Jusuf Nurkic getting out of Portland. We need to trade him for somebody else. And I know people aren't going to like when I say this, but he's too slow and he's too injury prone. He fouls so much to the point where even if, he's playing great defense sometimes on Jokic. In fact, most of the time, Jusuf Nurkic is playing amazing defense on Jokic, better than anybody else on the team. He takes us from being last place in the league for defense to 15th, and even though that's still not even that good, when you have people like Rocco on the team as well, it definitely helps when you got both of them on the floor. But he's not helping in any other way if he's just fouling out. I mean, it's not helping us win. It's helping us get better on defense a little bit throughout the game, but he gets 5 fouls he got like 5 fouls yesterday in less than 2 minutes. Now, the funny thing is that this isn't even just happening on the defensive end, it's happening on the offensive end too. Lillard has had no help over the last game. In the last game, literally nobody else was helping that man as he was making these crazy difficult shots and trying to will his team back. He was the only person scoring, and that's insane. Let me show you this stat. The Trailblazers in the fourth quarter, and everybody not named Damian Lillard, went 1 for 19 in the fourth quarter, I believe in the overtime period. 1 for 19 in both overtime periods for 2 points. Lillard had 20. Okay? And if that doesn't stand out to you or is a call out for help, then I don't know what is. Because I saw that man make ridiculous shots that I even thought were not gonna go in. And I love Dame. Okay, he's been my favorite player for so long. After Brandon Roy retired or left Portland after that historic game, he has been my favorite player for so long. Okay, to see this happening is ridiculous. I can't do it anymore. It's to the point where I wouldn't be mad if he left. I wouldn't be mad if we traded. Here's what I want. Let me make this very simple. I want CJ gone, I want Stotts fired, and I want Neal gone too. Everybody else outside of Dame, they can trade away for better assets. They need to blow this up. This has been almost a decade of the same thing over and over and over again of just first round exits just because Damian Lillard does not have the help that he needs. And we've been saying, oh, okay, well, we got to trust CJ. I mean, CJ's that guy. CJ's going to make it happen. Where was he when Dame needed him the most? Now, I understand that this could be because I'm angry, right? I might regret saying everything I'm saying now later down the line. And I understand that CJ was the same guy that got us the W in the second round in 2019. They take us to the Western Conference Finals. I understand all of that, and I love CJ. No credit away from CJ. Like I said, he's going to be the best. He's better than I ever will be at basketball. Okay? Now, here's my thought process. You can't win with those two in the backcourt. Lillard and McCollum is not like Steph and Clay. If Lillard had another player like Klay Thompson on his team, guarantee you the series will be different. But he doesn't. He just simply does not. CJ McCollum is nowhere near the level of elite shooting as Klay Thompson is. And he's a great shooter, okay? He had a bad night. And that's okay. It happens. But it can't happen on the biggest day of the season, the biggest game of the season. It cannot happen. Okay, and we've seen this before. And I know Dame has his struggles and CJ has his back. But this has been going on for too long. Okay? And it needs to change if the Blazers want any chance at winning a championship. If our goal is to just win a couple rounds in the playoffs, fine. Keep it the way it is. We might get a few more pieces and make this team better without trading CJ. But the reality is that even though, and I know Blazer fans, we love CJ, okay? We do love him. But the reality is we're not going to win a championship if we keep him on our team. The only way to get another player here is through trade. Free agents are not going to sign here, and even if they do, it's probably not going to be for a long amount of time. So the only way to go about doing this, and the correct way to go about doing this, is to trade CJ McCollum for somebody better. Now, better is a very vague term because I really don't have any idea who they could trade him for. But if we want a shot at a championship, I know that there is a way we can get somebody better, like a Paul George, that can come to Portland and help us out. Now, I know people might not like the name Paul George, but like a Paul George or like a pick that can get us a really good player, a superstar in the league. I know it can be done. So, that being said, that was my little rant. I'm still taking the Blazers to win in 7. I think CJ's going to show up. I think Dame's going to show up as well. And I think we're going to win the last 2 games and we're going to win out the series. But don't let that take away from the fact that I still think we should blow up this team. Because we're not going to make it past the second round if we keep playing like this. Okay, we're getting little to no production from anybody outside of Dame, even when he's on the floor, apparently. So, there you guys go. There you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Probably just me ranting. Shout out to all the Blazer fans out there. We're going to make it. I know it's hard, but we're going to make it. With this current team or not, I know it's going to be better at the end of the day. So, that's all I have for you guys. You guys have a great day. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Peace out.
Puts it down. We're tied again.
Great play by Gordon. Attack that offensive glass. Get your team another opportunity.
Here's Jokic to skip. Porter for 3. Got it. Denver takes the lead.
Court there.
Blazers have a timeout. They don't take it. For McCollum was